Just kidding. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
We missed you guys. Today we are getting into things that are honestly trending.
Yes.
Diana still has not gotten our flashcards, so good old phone note-taking is what we're going to be going off of
We
today.
do need to get our flashcards in soon, so
Yeah.
next project.
But yeah, we're going to be talking about things that are trending. And one of the things trending that Diana and I have found very interesting, and honestly, I feel like life-opening, has been, when has "I'm super busy" become a personality trait? Slowing down is like the new trend, if you will, right?
Right, yeah.
So apparently this like doctor or philosopher, I don't know. I did very minimal research to find this topic.
Tim Ferriss.
But it is valid. They have said that they are actually teaching this generation to optimize and slowing down. So if everyone else is stepping off the treadmill, what does that say about the rest of us?
Sometimes I feel like how true that is, though, because I feel like it's from generation to generation. I feel like our generation, Generation X, is a type of generation that is seeing the new aspect of slowing down, like actually like living life and saying no to things. And the generations before us are the ones that are, you know, just go every single time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, first off, I would just like to applaud Diana for how many times she just said generation in one segment.
Take a shot every time I said generation.
Literally. But I mean, no, that is how it is. Like, one generation is like, you should live slowly and like freely. And then like the other generation is like, you should be doing something all the time 24/7. And Diana knows, but I'm a big believer in like, you don't have to be doing something like all the time. Like, sometimes it's okay to force yourself to just like sit down and watch TV or doom scroll within moderation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what is one thing, Diana, that like you, like a productivity hack that you recently abandoned?
I would say
To help slow down, obviously.
to help slow down.
Yeah.
I would say like cleaning my house. You know what I mean?
You've stopped cleaning your house?
Like, in a way, like I stopped like routinely cleaning my house because I've just been all over the place.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm the same way. Usually I'm like, I have to get up, I have to do dishes, I gotta run the Roomba, I want to check the laundry, you know, like do all these things, dust, like every day. And it's like, we really don't have to do it every day. Like, our life isn't going to fall apart without it.
And I would say also, just because, again, like the new thing is you're very like always busy, always on the go. And there's some weeks, for example, last week I was barely at my house. I barely got to my house on Monday because I was also gone during the weekend.
Yeah.
And it's not like I went far away. It's just that I wasn't at my house routinely. And Sundays I usually, you know, make it, you know, the Lord's Day, and then clean my house up, get ready for the upcoming week. And it's just, it hasn't been my routine lately. So it kind of feels like a mess. And I come back home and I'm like frazzled.
Even more frazzled. Yeah. I think like, well, I'm a big believer in morning routine, but I think like having like a good morning routine where like you're doing enough without doing too much. Like, you should still be enjoying your morning. And I feel like this is kind of like a TED Talk on like not being anti-ambitious, but it's more anti-performance. Like, you can still be ambitious and not be on the go 24/7. But like, you still like perform good. You know, I feel like it's quality over quantity.
Right. And then I also taking to consideration, I don't know if like you're this way, but I'm this way where if I do take a break, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because, you know, I am surrounded by a lot of ambitious people, but some people's energy lasts more than mine. For example, I have to take breaks. Like, if not, like the brain fog starts, and then like I can't think anymore. I'm just like so mentally drained and tired that if I keep on going, like my work is going to be crap.
I think that's like such a stigma that like society has put on people, which is like, if you're not working, like if you're a business owner and you're not doing something every single second of the day, like you're lazy or like your business is going to fail. And it's honestly like kind of sad. But Diana, when do you think the time came where like busy became like a status symbol to you?
Since I started real estate.
Ah, look, since she started her own business.
But I would say, honestly, it's been, let me rephrase that. I noticed it more when I started real estate, but it's always been there just because even in high school, I always try to be a straight A student.
Yeah.
So like my work ethic was insane in school. And then like sports, like I always tried to do something like whenever I was at home, like I wasn't able to sit down and just relax either, just because my mom always had us doing stuff around the house. When it came to college, like I was constantly studying, like I felt like I needed to be studying, like working on a new project, and then also like working, my outside job. So honestly, that same work ethic has been there, but now I'm noticing that it's like kind of draining me because I've been in constant like go, go, go mode. And whenever I do catch a break, that's when like, the guilt creeps in.
It's kind of like you're on this like dopamine loop of like just like always checking things off the list,
right?
Checking things off the box rather than, I don't know, like, it's almost like people have like a fear of stillness, like just being still, being present, and like not going through that dopamine loop.
Right, yeah.
Do you ever feel like the productivity that you have is more of an identity, or do you feel like it's more of a tool?
An identity for sure.
Okay.
If I'm not working, I just feel like a lazy person.
I hate that. That's honestly like terrible. Like,
I know
it's terrible
I
that like society has like made that okay within some aspects. I feel like all of our podcasts always come back to like the balance of like what there has to be. Like there's a gray line between like being lazy and like enjoying stillness,
right.
And like it's all about just like figuring out what that balance looks like for you and like for your lifestyle, because I do feel like everyone is so different.
It is. And I also think it's like the way that you grew up and your parents raised you.
Yeah. Because
for me, definitely it does come from a Hispanic household of like constantly working, because my parents never stop. I mean, they're still at the age where like I'm like, y'all can retire, but they're like, no, we have to just go. And I'm like, no, like take a break. Like honestly, my dad is like the number one example of a person that works 7 days a week. Like when he's home, he's working at home too. Yeah. So it's just like also what you grew up with.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting. So when I was like kind of doing my very limited research, they talk a lot about the 5 a.m. club, color-coded everything, a habit tracker, but they also talk about like a 4-day work week. And I just think there's so many different ways that you can find the balance. It's just like what works best for you. Like, to be completely honest, I'm not the 5 a.m. person. Yeah. Like, I know that people are like, what do they say? Successful people wake up earlier than everyone else. If that's the case, deem me unsuccessful, because I'm enjoying my sleep, but I also think like it does come at like a cost, if you will. Like I may have like a shorter lunch than like other people, but like I just feel like that doesn't affect me. Have you had like a time, Diana, where like you kind of like hit not rock bottom, I would say, but like where you like try different things and you're like, frick it, this is just not for me?
Yeah, I'd say I'm definitely not a morning person either.
She's not.
It's just
very much not.
Lately I have been waking up early, and it's just how my schedule has been. I've been going to sleep early and then waking up early, just because sometimes I have insomnia, so I just get up. Like today, I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Even though she's not a morning person? Even though
I'm not a morning person. So sometimes it depends on the week, though. Yeah, just some weeks, like I'm up at like 4 or 5 o'clock, or some days I'm like 7 o'clock is my starting time, and I'm just like, okay, this is just how it'll go. But definitely how you said, you just cut other things short to get the shit done.
When you have like your insomnia moments and like you're up at 3 a.m., like what, I guess like I would be pretty curious to know, like, because you say that productivity is like an identity for you. Are you feeling like when you wake up at 3 a.m., because, you know, we all have nights, of course, not everyone has insomnia, but some people have early mornings they didn't plan to, or late nights where they just can't fall asleep. Do you find yourself being able to be in a stillness position, or are you getting up and you're like, okay, I can't doom scroll because that makes me a terrible person, like I need to be doing something?
I will say I kind of do understand what those early morning people are seeing in early mornings, just because I feel like my days are longer. So I like, okay, I got up early. What I did was stretch and then went up to the gym, got my workout done, I got out of the house by like 8 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, I see why people like this. You have your morning to yourself, nothing else bothering you. And I think with our kind of business, that's like a peaceful moment for us, because once 7 o'clock hits,
people are awake,
blowing up your phone, trying to get to you, trying to, you know, put out fires at 7 a.m. in the morning, because that does happen. Something comes in late at night, you have to tend to it in the morning, and they're already on it. But it's definitely something that I'm like, I kind of understand. Maybe it is something that I do truly want to implement, but the only thing I have to do is go to sleep a little bit earlier, because if I'm going to sleep at 10, 11 o'clock, I'm not able to wake up that early.
Can I give like an honest counterpoint?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think there are times that I wake up at like, I don't know, 5, 6 a.m. and it does make me feel better that like I'm getting things done. And yes, I probably could do that more consistently if I went to bed earlier, if I just listened to my alarm clock. But honestly, sometimes I enjoy the privilege that I have of having a slow productivity, because I don't have kids. I don't have things that like need me right away at like 8 a.m. Like sometimes like I truly enjoy that. And by sometimes I mean like all the time. And I think like when I recognized I didn't like waking up super early, like there was no need for that. It felt like I was more tired waking up early because I was waking up and productivity was my identity. And I was like, okay, I'm up. I have to be doing something all the time. I can't sit down at all. Versus now I feel like my quality of work is a lot better than my quantity, because I'm listening to my body and listening to, okay, I'm going to enjoy this season of life that I'm in. I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to run in the middle of the day, whatever it may be, that not a lot of other people get the privilege and the honor to do.
Right. No, and I definitely understand that part too, because I've told myself that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a slow start to my morning. Like I'll start my morning a little bit later than usual. Mm-hmm. And again, like you said, I have that privilege, because once you have a family, once you have kids, it's like you're on go mode.
Yeah.
Because you're a mom, and then you're working, and then like you have little humans that you have to tend to, and they have their own sleep schedule. So now it's not just about you, it's about other people that you love. So I definitely understand that part. But again, I think it comes to how each person is.
Yeah.
But again, like the main focus is taking that mental break, because you don't want to burn out yourself. And I think we're also, what do you think? Would you say we're also in a generation of just so much burnout?
Oh, 100,000%. Like, people think that like they get into this career, they get into this season of life, and they think they just have to be the number one top dog. And it's like, you don't have to be. I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't have to be. And just because you're not, that doesn't make you any less of a real estate agent, of a mom, of a pickleball enthusiast. You know, like you don't have to be number one. And I think burnout is honestly like what's ruining our generation, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I think burnout is what's bringing in laziness, not just being mindful of having slow productivity. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. I also think it comes a lot to where, and this might be something completely different, but the more I'm in a rush to do something, and the more like I strain myself and being like, okay, like I can't stop, it makes my overthinking worse.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing, apart from, the burnout, it's also the exhaustion of overthinking. and just being like, okay, like honestly, sometimes a break isn't too bad, and it's kind of like a little sweet treat.
Yeah. Now let's say this for all of the parents and all of the people that like are like, we don't have the privilege of like sleeping in, whatever it may be. Let's remind everyone it is okay to take a break from your children. Like,
yeah.
I have so many people that will be like, oh my gosh, like they were hanging out with you without their kid. I'm like, they are a person before they had their child.
Right, yeah.
So like the other day, me and one of my friends were chatting and I was like, yeah, this person can't believe you're not bringing, you know, your child to my wedding, which, you know, we're inviting certain children, not all children. And she was like, well, technically, biblically, it says that it goes God, your spouse, and then your kids. And like at the end of the day, like everyone needs to make sure like they're putting like their spouse and like that relationship together, and like they're putting like their relationship with God. And sometimes that means just like sitting in silence for 30 minutes or going to do something without having to be on parent duty the whole time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's another thing that I have, you know, wondered whenever I'm older, because like the past week I was babysitting and I was like, dang, I don't know if I could have a kid right now. I'm like, I don't think I'm ready. And it came to that point where I started, you know, asking myself that question. I'm like, when I'm older, am I able to just take a break with me and my spouse and just enjoy each other and not feel guilty about leaving my kid behind with somebody else? Like, I mean, again, like it comes to that too in any kind of aspect of even like into your relationship with your kids. Sometimes you need a break from your kids too.
I think like I feel like what you just said comes back in a way to what we talked about a few weeks ago, which was like having a really good like support system.
Yes.
Like there are times, and you know, I don't understand fully yet because I'm not a parent. So like I don't understand like the burden that some parents feel, but like having such a good support system and like understanding, like at least I can speak on me and Diana's behalf, you are not burdening us by having us babysit your kids.
Oh yeah, no,
like we're your support system because we want you to do better. And so I think like that's also just so important, like finding your support system, the people that you feel like aren't going to burden you or like make you feel bad, like literally call them, and like you should be able to go out and like not feel stressed out about it. Right.
Just like have your village of like of your people that can help you and support you with anything and everything. I think it builds community, like that trust, and that even if they're just your friends, they're family too at that point.
One thing that I really like one of the questions that ask on here, which is a question that everyone kind of answers like rhetorically, is if you cut your to-do list in half tomorrow, what would actually fall apart? And I think like that's such a good question because it circles back to how we started this how we started this episode. What?
I said that's a loaded question.
I know. It like goes back to how we started this episode, which was, you know, you went ahead and took like certain things off your to-do list that had to do with cleaning your home and stuff. And it's like, okay, if I didn't do the dishes today, is my life going to fall apart if I do them tomorrow? Because the truth is no.
Right, yeah.
And I feel like sometimes that just takes like a self-discipline in you to just be like, I'm not going to touch the dishes today. Like I have had to do that where like I was like, I'm not doing the dishes today. Like to be completely honest, just so everyone knows, I have dishes in my sink and I will admit it. And I'm usually like clean. You can ask Diane. I'm like always cleaning, but like I have to like force myself to let it sit there because like I have to understand mentally and like my human flesh that like just because I didn't check it off my list today doesn't make me any less of a person, and it's not going to ruin my life.
Right. Yeah. Now, if you let it get worse and worse and worse, I mean, then yeah, it's gonna, you know, eventually start affecting you. It's
all within moderation.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We're not going to have a dump in our house.
Yeah.
But I mean, every now and then, like, I won't say I'm like the clean freak of the century or anything, but like, I like keeping my house clean.
Diana's a clean person, but Diana like cleans like at 3 a.m. when she wakes up because I never like call Diana and she's like, yeah, I'm cleaning my house. I just always like show up and it's like super clean. I'm like, how does this even happen? But anyhow, I mean, I think at the end of the day, like it just It just comes down to like finding like that fine line, but also like understanding that you don't have to be moving 24/7.
Yeah, and you don't have to be feeling guilty about it. Like,
yeah,
I mean, there is a saying, don't wait to do what you can do today for tomorrow. Don't leave what you can do today for tomorrow. Yes, that's right. But also, it's the little things that really aren't going to destroy your life the next day.
Yeah. So think about your little homework is going to be think about what your to-do list is. And if you chopped it in half, is that really going to like ruin your life? And honestly, like, I think people should get into looking at your to-do list and like looking at what you can take off of it, like what is not dire need, and putting that in a different area on your checklist and being like, okay, if I get to those, great. If not, I'm still okay.
Yeah.
But like, I do need to do these things today.
Right.
You know, like learn where to prioritize. But apparently the new trend is to slow down, get off the treadmill, slow down, have more quality over quantity. So yeah, I love that. Yeah. Because I'm all for slowing down. I can't be...
Yeah, I mean, especially so you won't miss like big milestones with the people that you love. I think that's really important too, to just, slow down and enjoy the moments with the people that are surrounding you and always stay present.
Mm-hmm. And before someone hits us with it's just not my season of life, I'm going to try it next season. Try it now. Just like do it. Just like give it a try and like really focus on like your life and like what is really holding you back. Maybe you need to go faster. Maybe you're going too slow.
Do a trial
you still
run.
got to be moving, but definitely like find what works for you, and don't make excuses for yourself, because excuses will just lead to you not being productive.
And we're always looking to be 1% better.
Yeah. Which brings us to our closing remarks, as it always does. Our favorite part of the podcast has been our accountability group, the 1% Better Club. We absolutely have loved the club. It's
so much fun. I love the really people that are in it.
Yes, they are doing great things. We're checking in. I'm super excited. We should be talking to them here in the next like few days or a week or so.
Next week, yeah.
We'll have our bi-weekly Zoom call, and it's going wonderful. So if you are looking at trying to implement some accountability, maybe you're trying to find a support group, or not support group, I guess, friends, right? Is that what we called it?
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're just looking to find people to help hold you accountable, maybe hold you accountable to slowing down, make sure you guys comment down below, or you can message us on either one of our Instagrams or on one of our platforms. We always link the Google form down below if you are interested in joining. We have open spots 24/7. We've decided not to close it down unless for some reason we just get so busy we have no time for it. But we'll make sure that we are always here to help you. We love the club, and I mean, I honestly think everyone's getting 1% better every day.
Absolutely. Join us.
Okay. Any closing remarks, Diana?
Just stay present and enjoy your time.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Love it. This is a really fast podcast, but we want to make sure we got it in because we promised every other week we would post. So here we are. Thank you for spending 20 minutes of your time listening to us yap. I hope you guys got something out of this. And we will see you guys next time on We Meant to Be Productive. Bye.
Hello, we have a new podcast today. And I am here with Taylor Klein.
Hello. We're going to be talking to you via... Oh my God, I looked at the screen the